Hi everyone, Chloe Blanchet from Online Discovery, and I've made an editorial calendar for everyone. Basically, it's made up of 7 tabs, and the first tab helps you to track your ideas. So if you're on the web and you're receiving newsletters and article feeds, and there's an article there that you find interesting, or if a customer asks you a question and you think, oh yeah, that would make a good article, then you can go and enter those details into the ideas tracker. Next, we have the editorial calendar itself, and in here we've got 2 sections. The first section is basically an overview of what you're going to do for the whole year. So if you have like a theme for the month, that will kind of help you to decide what kind of information to post and to write about. So I'm in Melbourne, and I am a business that's going to post every week. So if I start posting on the 1st of July 2005, I can change that date to, let's say, the 1st of August 2005, then all my target dates will change as well. So put the date that you download this sheet so that you can change your target dates. I'm assuming that you're going to want to write an article at least once a week, but if you want to do it once a month, then you just need to delete some of these dates. So your monthly theme, so if we think about January, we're really talking about New Year's resolutions, getting things in order, setting goals, all those kind of housekeeping type things. In Australia, in end of June is kind of tax time, so it depends on if you're in the financial service industry, then you might want to be writing articles about tax. I've put in a few holiday times here, and depending on where you are in the world, you can change those. And if you've got any events happening in your industry, you've also got space there to put any marketing campaigns that you're doing or any promotions that you've got on for the month. And I've added also key milestones, so what your revenue target or what your revenue was, the number of customers you had, the number of subscribers, the number of Facebook fans, Twitter followers, and LinkedIn people in your LinkedIn network. So if you wanted to kind of set a budget here, or set some targets, you could say, okay, revenue we want to make 4,000 a month, let's say, and you could just put that in italics. And then when you come to the end of the month and you actually know what that final figure is, then you can type in the right figure and take off the italics. And so if it's not in italics, you know it's the actual figure, and if it's in italics, then you know it's the what your goal is. So you can really have a look at what your goal is versus what your actuals were. So once we get down to the calendars themselves, we've got the title of the blog post, or the title of the thing that you're going to the content you're going to produce. And the type of content here, I've got a little list. It can be a blog article, an audio, video, case study, testimonial, interview, white paper, basically anything. There's lots of different formats. It can be a podcast. Depending on your industry, there'll be all sorts of formats that you can create content in. There's another list here for your target audience, so it might be stay-at-home mums or retirees or professionals. Your category, so you might have like events as a category, or the economy as a category, investment as a category. So it depends on your business. It might be executive coaching as a category, or goal setting. Your reference or your source, so that would be like an article that you've read that you want to rewrite, or an article that you found that you want to comment on. Your target date, when you actually publish it, and the status, so whether you've not started anything, whether it's an idea, a draft post. So draft post, so an idea is like you haven't done anything, but you've got you kind of have an idea of what you want. A draft post is you've created a post and you've kind of put some information in there, but you're waiting for someone to proofread it, or you're waiting for an image, or it's not quite finished. A pending post, a lot of people don't use pending. It's a great tool in WordPress. You can have a post in draft, but you can also have it in pending. And for me, pending is the post is finished and it's ready to go. So it distinguishes from a draft post, which is a draft, it's not ready to go. Whereas a pending post, okay, we've got the image, we've got the content, we've done what we need to do, and basically anybody that goes in there that sees a pending post, they can publish it or schedule it. So I've got schedule, published, and then shared. That would be shared on social media. So for each post, you want to have like a call to action. So maybe it's you're talking about something, and then you can say, for more information, subscribe to our list, or download a cheat sheet, or sign up for a free teleseminar, or if you want to find out more, contact us, follow us, join us. So there's lots of different call to actions that you can have. And then this will be the link to your blog post, your meta descriptions and meta tags, meta title and meta descriptions, and your image and any comments. Now, what I've done is all of these little drop-down boxes here, I've got a reference spreadsheet here where you can change this information depending on who your target market is, what your categories or themes are, what kind of call to actions you want. So you can add in here. So let's say we wanted to add podcast. There we go. We can add podcast, and then if we have a look in the editorial calendar, now we have podcast as an option. So this reference tab is really so you as the business owner can customize this spreadsheet to suit your needs. Once this starts filling up, you want to be able to see what's coming up. So you would grab the posts that are finished and copy them, and you would put them into the completed content sheet, so that in your editorial calendar you've really got only the things that are coming up. And if you're not sure what to write articles about, here is a sheet with just a whole lot of ideas. So how-to articles, how to find the best investment property, how to find inner peace. These are just all kind of how-tos, guides, lists. So let's have a look. The 5 things to consider for buying an investment property. The 5 things to consider for living a healthy lifestyle. So basically, depending on your industry, you can have a look at these, and there'll be thought joggers for you. The next worksheet are some tools. We have a HubSpot article generator. Now you can put in a few words, and HubSpot will kind of give you some blog title ideas, so that's pretty cool. There's a link to a WordPress editorial calendar plugin that allows you to then schedule all of your posts. Feedly is an application to actually gather information. Scoop It, again, is a content curation program. Hootsuite, a lot of you should have heard about Hootsuite. Hootsuite is to monitor and manage your social media accounts and schedule your posts out. And ones that I like to use are Buffer and Snipply. Buffer basically helps you to, again, share your posts out to all of your social media at once, and buffer, so schedule content that you find out. And Snipply helps you share other people's content and still drive traffic back to your site. So here are some great little tools that you can use along with your editorial calendar to find other people's content, share other people's content, and schedule and share your own content. So this is the last sheet, is a login sheet. I've just put that there because I find that people don't remember what their logins are for all their different social media platforms. So this is just a handy place to have all that information handy for you as you're doing your content marketing. So I hope this spreadsheet is going to be useful for you. I'm happy to get any feedback, and happy to improve it. Thank you.